Peace, everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. All right, man. So Jaime Munguia, he absolutely destroys John Ryder in his fight last night. He dropped him like 3 to 4 times. To be honest with you, I lost count after the third time. I think it could have been even 4 to 5 times. Like he dropped him a few times, and then he eventually stopped him in the ninth round. And he made a statement because if y'all remember last year, Canelo Alvarez took on John Ryder Cinco de Mayo weekend in Mexico for his homecoming. And Canelo couldn't even get John Ryder out of there. He dropped him, but he couldn't get him out of there. And now you got Jaime Munguia, who's not well established like Canelo and not experienced like Canelo, dropping John Ryder like 4 or 5 times and then eventually stopping him. Styles make fights, but now people are always going to compare the two because they both had a common opponent in John Ryder, which now Munguia, he demolished him and Canelo couldn't do that. So after the fight, Munguia, he basically called out Canelo. He want to fight him, and he also want to fight David Benavidez too, which I think will be two good fights for him. And after that performance, I don't know if Canelo going to take that fight now. There's talks that Canelo is going to fight Munguia Cinco de Mayo weekend, May 4th of this year. But after that performance, he might actually change his mind. So if he do, then I think the next big fight to make at super middleweight is Jaime Munguia and David Benavidez. You got David Morrell in the mix too, but Morrell, he's not established as a Benavidez or a Munguia, so he gotta wait his turn. Now I think it's only fair that David Benavidez get a shot with Canelo Alvarez because he been waiting all this time. He been taking all the type of opponents, but then now you got people like Jaime Munguia who like right up on his heels and doing these big performances, and all people really care about is these type of performance because people attention spans is so damn short these days. So you'll have people wanting to see Munguia versus Benavidez. Now all three of these fighters are Mexicans, so regardless of how you mix it up, the fight is always going to be explosive. You can put Benavidez in with Canelo, Canelo in with Munguia, Munguia in with Benavidez. Like regardless of how you put the names in the hat and pulls out, it's always going to be exciting to watch. So now the next move is on Canelo Alvarez, because now we got to see what he actually going to do. Now, he probably still end up fighting Jaime Munguia because Munguia is a shorter stature than David Benavidez, because like I said, styles make fights. And now Jaime Munguia is 43-0 with 34 knockouts. He's 27 years old. He's orthodox. He's 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. And now he got two back-to-back big names on his record in John Ryder and Sergey Derevyanchenko. So he getting his resume up too as we speak. And now he's the WBC Silver Super Middleweight Champion. And David Benavidez is the WBC Interim Super Middleweight Champion. So like I said, if neither one of those fighters get that fight with Canelo, then they should just fight each other. And from what I'm hearing, that is talks of them fighting. If that fight don't land with Canelo in May, that those two can possibly fight in June, David Benavidez and Jaime Munguia. Either or, I still think the fights would be big. And if they end up doing that, depending on who wins, they'll start to get on a level where as though they don't really need Canelo Alvarez, especially David Benavidez, because if he end up fighting Jaime Munguia and he end up winning, you know Canelo not going to fight him. But by that time, he probably can just move up to light heavyweight and take on like a Dimitri Bivol. And if he just so happen to win, then he start to get to the point where it's though he don't need Canelo Alvarez. And it's going to tarnish Canelo's legacy, because from there on, everybody going to start looking at him as a duck. Like he always ducked that David Benavidez smoke. Sort of on the lines with Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe. How a lot of people believe that Riddick Bowe ducked that smoke with Lennox Lewis. It'll be sort of the same thing. So we'll just have to wait and see. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure I hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.